So people fail to realize the what I want to say duality of life. At the end of the day, the whole concept of life is to understand the spiritual warfare of good versus bad, you choosing to sell your soul or you choosing to be one of God's soldiers. I'm not going to necessarily say a follower, but at the same time, yes, you're following God instead of following the devil. So whatever you want to call it, tomato, tomato, potato, I don't know. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is people don't realize the duality of what separates us in life, what divides us. See, the devil's whole main concept is to divide and conquer in simple terms. But at the end of the day, what people fail to realize, because a lot of people is just weak minded and weak spiritual or spiritually weak too, or I messed up. What people fail to realize, because they're weak minded and they're spiritually weak as well, they also don't have a very deep connection to not only the meanings of life, but also wanting to gain more knowledge in life. So what people fail to realize is the devil attacks those because the devil will prey on your weaknesses and your misery and your misfortune. He would try to apply pressure to that to make you damn near just forget who you are and follow his teachings. That's why you got a lot of people in the industry that shows their alliance to the devil, which you want to call them Illuminati, Freemasons, Rothschilds, all that other bullshit, the Bole, everything. You feel me? Like, they don't just control rap, they control a lot of different things, a lot of different aspects in reality because they make it this way. But that's because they're so corrupt and wicked that they cave to the devil's methods, teachings, passings, etc. as well. But what a lot of people don't realize is that the devil is powerless. He's a powerless being. We're created stronger than he is. I'm not really too good at quoting Bible verses or anything like that, but I am very spiritually knowledgeable, and I will say there's this saying of how God turned the devil to a serpent and now he roams the earth on his belly. He's powerless compared to us, but he gets in a lot of people's minds because he preys on a lot of people's weaknesses and it's what affects them. But all this stuff is made to divide us and spiritually disconnect us from God, which is why you have different people confused on religion, different people being separated by blacks, whites, different people being separated by gangs, different people being separated by nations, different people being separated by, I think I already said color and race. So just anything. You get what I'm saying. And that's where people problems come into play, because then as people we're divided. Again, I can't really quote too many Bible verses, but another one I kind of know that's coming to my head is that you love your neighbor like thyself. But everybody is so undivided because of the agenda that the devil worshippers push, that it stops them in a lot of different ways because they don't understand it. So it either blinds them or they go along with the agenda of spiritual warfare, choosing the devil over God. Why do y'all think that out of all religions, regardless of it being Allah, Buddha, um, just anything, any other religion, the only religion, quote unquote, devil worshippers attack, mock, try to destroy, try to change, try to take over, etc., is Christianity. How I look at it, I'm more so of an ominous person, meaning I believe it's different parts of different truths in different religions. So I just seek different types of knowledge. That's why the nomad tattoo is on. But well, that's part of the reason. But anyways, like people get so stricken by things that they lose track and lose sight of their overall objective and their overall missions in life. It ain't really about you being a person that tries to go above and beyond to do this, down the third. It's just more so about, is your spirit pure? Are you a person with pure intentions in your heart and your mind and your body and your soul? Hmm. My bad, John. No, I still be having to be in my P's and Q's with stuff too. But y'all just need to realize that this earth you can make your reality, but you don't also have to cave into the devil's reality and his illusions. All you have to do is just continue to pray, understand life better, and you don't, like I said, you don't really have to do above and beyond stuff, but just try to understand and see God, if nothing else. Understand different concepts, different things, different meanings. Learn to seek knowledge. Don't fall for the reality of what the devil is trying to push with his agendas, because as I said, no other race do they mock, no other, I mean, not race, no other religion do they mock, no other religion do they bash, no other religion do they try to go above and beyond to make believers unbelievers. And that's because overall, Christianity is the basic concept of not necessarily what life is, but how to make your life more pure, more sanctified, more spiritually at peace, and more of a good soul. It's not really necessarily to tell you to live by this, down the third, or anything like that, but at the same time, it's rules to make you better in life, not just to get into God's heaven, but for yourself. At the end of the day, the people that believe in God is God's soldiers. God just can't have anybody as his soldier. It has to be certain people. Just like how these devil worshippers don't just go for anybody. They go for people that can push their agenda, people they know they can brainwash, people they know that's simple minded. Because as I said, the devil prey upon your weaknesses, and all these people, all these motherfuckers is devils. All the motherfuckers is corrupt, sick in the mind, chaotic, love destruction, just like the devil. It's not demons. Demons are a whole nother concept. I'll tell y'all my perspective on demons and devils another time. But as I said, y'all fail to realize, because y'all get sidetracked with a lot of stuff. Y'all don't realize a lot of stuff. Y'all don't think about a lot of stuff. Y'all choose to ignore a lot of stuff. And that's how the devil preys upon that when he can't attack your weaknesses, because he still knows what you want. And as I said, he's powerless. He doesn't even have the power to kill. He's not the god of death. He's not the grim reaper. That's why when he tries to do his evil and his destruction, he has to go to God before he can even go enter into someone's life and try to taint their soul, taint their purity. Because at the end of the day, the devil wanted to be in God's position, which is why the devil got kicked out of heaven. People try to say that these aliens and stuff is anything Like you see the agenda they trying to push with the aliens and stuff. At the end of the day, that ain't nothing but fallen angels. I can't really say too much on if I feel it is or isn't life outside of this planet because I got mixed emotions about that. Maybe I'll brainstorm on that another time. But it's a lot of stuff people get distracted on and don't realize. The devil replaces black Jesus, try to place them with white Jesus. The devil isn't real. I mean, the devil is real. He tries to tell people he's not real. Um, Even for example, the symbol of a rainbow. From my understanding, from what I kind of remember growing up as a kid, a rainbow was supposed to represent not necessarily purity, but like a new age of beauty in a way. I can't remember the exact word or concept I want to say, but basically like how after he sent God sent the flood and then he sent the rainbow to show it was a change where the flood was over. So now if you fast forward from then to the perspective of what you think of now with a rainbow, you think of the agenda, the gay agenda that they push. You think of, yeah, that's it, nothing but pride because the devil wants to be God. He replaces a lot of God's things, a lot of God's teachings, a lot of God's methods, and tries to change it into his own, which is where he gets the teachings from and the concepts from, then change it in his own wicked ways. People be so wrapped up on like even just talking about white people do this, white people do that, as far as pushing what they push in the Bible, saying this, that, and the third, thy would be thy master, serve thy master, something like that. Things around that nature. Part of that is why I didn't grow up reading the Bible until I at least had a better concept of what I want to understand in life. And if I want to read the Bible, it's off of my choice instead of someone telling me X, Y, and Z or forcing me to believe this, that, and the third because they believe it. Traditional methods, traditional teachings. There's nothing wrong with guiding someone to your beliefs or waking them up to think a different way, but it is something wrong with trying to push your beliefs on someone else because that's brainwashing, regardless if it's good or bad, Christianity or the devil's. You feel me? But what I'm trying to say is, y'all basically just need to realize certain things, spiritual warfares, everything like that, and understand that all this shit is made as not only an illusion, but to blind you from the reality of being good versus bad, the duality of life, the different colors, the different choices, the different decisions. At the end of the day, just think about your decision like it was your last, because you never know when it will be.